high-profile politician had their image used as clickbait by one of the country's most notorious criminals. Today's Chris Urquhart is here with more. Chris, good morning to you. What more can you tell us?
G'day, Carl. We were able to break this story exclusively for the first time on the Today Show this morning. We've reported on this site before and how cranky people are about it. As you say, there are rapists on there, murderers with these profiles set up to have pen pals on the outside world. But have a look. I think we've got this profile ready to go. This is a prisoner called Chris Binse. He has been jailed for most of his adult life. For a brief period, he was out of jail, and this is the profile picture that he's having on his site. But have a look who's next to him. Looks familiar. That's the New South Wales Premier, Gladys Berejiklian. We were alerted to this in the last couple of days, particularly when we've been covering this site in the past, and started to ask some questions about what on earth she's doing there, and does this site, therefore, have the blessing? It appears this photo isn't photoshopped. It was taken a few years ago, but taken with her knowledge that at the time he was a violent criminal who was out on release, and now it really flies in the face of what they're trying to do when he's using that as his profile picture on this awful, awful site.
OK, so victims must be furious. How is the site able to operate and continue to operate?
They are. So people know, prisoners can't just have a laptop sitting in their cells. So it's rudimentary technology. They're given a profile by this group called Justice Action if they want one. If people want to contact them, if they like the profile, they email into Justice Action. They print it off, take it off to the prisoner in their cell, who writes a response, and it's backwards and forwards like this. But obviously, when you've got such violent crimes, you've got victims out there who think that this shouldn't be going on, and we've spoken to some of those in the last 24 hours.
I've always been opposed to this type of site because it simply glorifies the work of these offenders. It shows absolutely no respect for the victims, and as far as I'm concerned, there needs to be cooperation between both the state and federal governments to shut this down.